Welcome to iMovie editing on mobile devices such as iPad and iPhones. Let's begin. iMovie is an app that comes bundled with your iOS devices such as your iPad and your iPhone. It's easy to find. Look for the logo that's got purple and a white star, or do a one-finger swipe down, type in iMovie, and it should be the top hit. Open a new project by pressing the plus button. We're going to choose Movie as it allows us to do lots of different types of editing. Skip this stage unless you're doing a very simple edit where you have one movie or just two movies clips to edit. Press the Create Movie button at the bottom to begin. Here we have on the right the media, on the left the preview, and on the bottom our timeline. Let's begin in media. Open up a video and let's click All. Scroll down for your video. Press plus to add it, or if you're not sure if that's the one, press the play button on the right hand side and you can see a preview in the preview window. If that is the video you want, now press the plus button and you can see it being dropped into the timeline. If there's another movie you want to add in there, all right, press plus and it'll drop there as well. If you want to add a clip at the beginning, you can press the plus button there and it'll add at the beginning. So scrolling here allows you to change where you are. This white line is called a playhead, and that's what is currently being shown in the preview window here. So you can control where you are by scrolling left or right. Okay, so a nice easy way to move your clips around is to tap on the clip and then lifting it up and dragging it over and dropping it. Okay. So I'm just going to get rid of this clip here by tapping on it and pressing the delete button on the right hand side. Now let's look at what kind of functions we have to edit our clip. When you tap on a clip, it is highlighted in yellow. So here it is. And we're going to go to Actions. Actions. So there are three actions we can do. We can split the clip, detach audio, or duplicate. Let's look at splitting the clip first, because maybe there's a part of it that we do not like. So you can use two fingers on your iPad, two fingers, use a two finger to widen or two fingers to squeeze, as you can see there. So to get better detail. And you can also see underneath this waveform is the audio. So when you squeeze your two fingers out, you can see that your waveform now is the audio that accompanies the video there. So tap on the clip again. We can split, which means it exactly as it sounds. It'll cut it into two. And tap on the clip that you want to either cut out something about, or you can shorten it with the yellow handlebars there. This here in the middle is your transitions. Now, by default, it's on none here. So that's what none is. So this is what you call a basic cut when it goes from one clip to another. And I advise not using too many transitions. In fact, don't use any transitions at all until you know what kind of effect, or you're trying to hide something with a dissolve effect, for example, like that. So the next one here, let's say that we love the audio from this one. I'm going to detach the audio, but I'm going to replace the video with something else. So I'm going to use that audio and I'm going to use this clip here. I want to use this audio with that clip there. Okay. So now be mindful that you will have two audio tracks going. So you will have to mute the other track by tapping on that, going to volume, and bringing that down. All right, so that's a nice way to use audio if you have got a good audio or a sound effect that you wanted to use. If it's a sound effect, obviously you don't want to mute that other track there. So that is how to use detach audio. Another cool feature is duplicate. Now I use duplicate a lot now because it's fun for adding all sorts of little effects. So such as, let's say that we like this. Let's go look at a face. There's a face. There's a face. Yeah. So we like the look of that face there. All right. So I'm going to let's duplicate that. There we go. and bring that to the face. There it is. And the next one is the face as well. Excellent. Now, in the second clip, you can see here at the top, when I tap on it, there's a plus magnifying glass. So if you tap on that, you will now be able to pinch zoom. So let's have a look at how that looks. So there it is, and it's a close-up of the face. Really nice, fun effect to add. So that's how I like to use duplicate, but there's a lot of other ways to use duplicate as well. The next series of functions is speed. So speed is very useful if you have a long clip and you want to shorten it, or if you want to slow something down, especially. Now be mindful that the audio, look at the waveform underneath, the audio will also speed up, and that will change the pitch of something, and that'll slow down there. So if you don't want to change the pitch, which is how it sounds, go to the top here where the cog is, and speed changes clip. And now you'll notice that it won't change that. Let's change this one into a very much faster one. There you go. So that's a nice way to make your videos, long videos, shorter while making it interesting as well. The next part is volume, and volume is really useful because it allows you to control different levels of volume. You can see the waveforms going down, going up, going down, going up. Now, when you see the orange and the reds basically mean it's too loud. It's technically called clipping. So don't go to the reds. That would be, orange isn't bad, but the reds means it's too loud. So if you have one clip that is too loud, I like to split it. If you have, for example, this clip here is of a good sound, but this one's too loud, so just adjust it manually by bringing it down so you don't have any of those waveforms too high. The next one is titles. Titles are pretty useful. When you add a title, so for example, standard here, it'll add it to the whole clip. Also, you can choose to have it in the lower position or in the center position. And there's some sound effects that are with the titles, so you can choose to have them on or off. So they're really useful. Now, if you don't want the title for the whole clip, remember you can split the clip. So if you just want maybe the first few seconds to have the title, split your clip, go back to actions, split, and now your title is only on that clip here. Okay, so there's no title in your next clip. So that's a really useful way to add titles where you want them. The next part is filters. So with filters, no need to explain this. I think everyone knows how to use filters. Choose what effect you would like. If you wanted to change how something felt, like it was warmer, without black and white for something old, or something looking a little bit vintage, etc. Play around with those to choose the filters you like. Now, you also have a further functionality here. So you can add a voiceover if you wanted to directly record, and you can even do more recording through the camera here. So those are really cool options there. So voice record. Now with voice record, you can see how loud you are here, and you can press record. Try not to get to the reds. So now you're recording, press stop, and you can review, retake, or accept. In this case, I'll just cancel. Another cool feature while editing on an iPad or an iPhone is that it is a mobile device, and thus you can actually use it as a mobile camera. So go to the camera icon on the left if you want to add another scene, and you can see on the right, you can even control the quality of something. 720 at 240 frames per second, 4K at 30 frames per second. That's a big heavy file. Don't use those if you're going to create stuff for the web. 1080 is a good standard to have, and then press start recording. Okay, so really easy way to add some more media on the fly. Press stop, use video, and there it is, dropped right in. Nice easy way to use your mobile device. Now that you've finished your editing and you are happy to share it, you can press done at the top left, and at the very bottom where it has an arrow pointing up, tap on that, and you can share it directly to any of your cloud drives, such as Google Drive and OneDrive. Google Drive is really good because it works with Google Classroom, and OneDrive is great as well as it ties in with your MS Teams. Or you can save it locally as a video here, and then you can use it through Photos. So there you have it, the basic of how to edit on iMovie.